Hey second graders, this is Miss Neal. We are going to be doing our math practice for Module 6, Lesson 5. Alright, so with this stuff, we have been learning how to do two-step equations. So you pretty much have been doing 2 problems per equation. So when we're reading our word problem, we pick out the 2 key components of our word problem and kind of what we're going to have to be doing for those things. So when I read this one, it says there were 47 books on one shelf and 28 books on another shelf. Today, there was a total of 39 books taken out. How many books are left on the shelf? So I underlined and circled the parts that I know are super important. So my final question is how many are left on the shelf? So I know that at some point we're going to have to be subtracting. But so to start, we need to focus on the first part of our problem here. So I have 47 books on one shelf and 28 books on another shelf. So I think I need to find out how many books are total on a shelf. So I'm going to be adding. So I take 47 plus 28. And I start with my ones here and I do 7 plus 8, which I know is 15. So I put the 5 and carry the 1. 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 1 more is 75. So I know that I have 75 books total on my shelf right now. So then the problem says today there was a total of 39 books taken out. So I know that I need to take out 39 books from my 75 books, which means that I'm going to subtract. So I move over here and I have my 75 and I'm subtracting 39 books from that 75 that I have. So this is my second step to my problem of finding my final answer. So I cannot do 5 minus 9, so I know that I'm going to have to regroup. So my 7 becomes a 6, and my 5 is now 15, so I'm doing 15 minus 9, which is 6. And for my 10s, I'm doing 6 minus 3, which is 3. So my final answer is going to be 36 books that is left. And you are more than welcome to use your number line for doing this, but I thought it would be easier to show you just the way that I did. All right, for the next problem, let's read it to find out what we're going to be doing, and then maybe we'll use our number line to help for this one. So Kevin got a new camera for his birthday. He is at the beach. He took 47 pictures of fish and 29 pictures of beach toys. He later deleted 18 pictures. How many pictures from the beach does Kevin still have? So, I know that in my first part, so my question here is how many pictures from the beach does he still have? So, I see this and I know that I have to get rid of some, so I'm going to be subtracting at some point. But I'm going to read the first part of my problem over again to see what I need to do with my first 2 numbers. So he is at the beach and took 47 pictures of fish and 29 pictures of beach toys. So my first part to my problems is I know that I'm going to have to add these 2 numbers together to see how many total pictures that I have right now. So on my number line, I can go to 47, and I know that I'm going to be adding 2 10s. So 1, 2, I have 67, and now I know that I'm going to be adding 9 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My answer is 76. So I know that right now I have 76 pictures. So in the second part of my problem, it says he later deleted 18 pictures. So I know that I'm now taking away 18 of those 76 pictures. So this is now my second part. This was my first part, and this is my second part to my problem. So I'm at 76 on my number chart, so I know that I need to take 10 away from my 110, so I go up 1, 66, and now I need to take 8 ones away, so I go to the left. I hop 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my answer is 58. So I now have 58 pictures left on my camera. All right, the next one. Farmer John's farm is busy. There are 47 horses and 29 pigs. Farmer John sold 17 animals. How many animals are left on the farm? So I look at our left. So I know that at some point I'm going to have to be doing subtraction in my problem to find out how many animals are left. But first I need to figure out how many animals I have. So I go to the first part of my word problem and it says there are 47 horses and 29 pigs. So in order to find out how many animals I have total, I'm going to have to add these two together. So I start at my ones and I do 7 plus 9, which gives me 16. I carry that 1. 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 1 more is 76. So I know right now I have 76 total animals. Now I look at the second part of my word problem and it says that Farmer John sold 17, so it means that he got rid of 17. So I need to get rid of the 17, so get rid of 17 of the 76 that I have. So I'm going to be bringing my 76 over here. And I'm subtracting 17 animals because I sold them. But I can't subtract 7 from 6, so I need to regroup. So I take 1 away from my 10s, that becomes a 6. And I add that 10 onto my 1, so I now have 16 instead of 6. So I'm now doing 16 minus 7, which is 9. And 6 minus 1, which is 5. So my answer now is 59 animals. I have 59 animals left on the farm. All right, and lastly, Farmer John has 87 animals on his farm. He sells 39 horses and then buys 22 pigs. So how many animals does he have now? So I need to go back to the first part of my problem and see what I have to do to find how many animals that we have now. So the first part of my problem, it says that John has 87 animals on his farm, but he sells 39 of those. So I have 87, but I'm selling 39, which means I'm getting rid of 39, so I need to subtract. So I can't take 9 away from 7, so I have to regroup. I take 1 10 away, that becomes a 7, and I add that 10 to my 1s. So it now becomes 17 minus 9. 17 minus 9 is 8, and 7 minus 3 is 4. So right now I have 48 animals on my farm. So after I sold 39 of my horses, Farmer John then bought 22 pigs, which means he added 22 pigs onto his farm. So I'm now adding 22 pigs to my 48 animals that I had on my farm. So I do 8 plus 2, which is 10. Put the 0, carry over the 1 to my 10s. 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. So my answer is 70 animals I now have on my farm. So I recommend that you read the entire problem before you begin to solve, so you figure out what you're going to be looking for at the end and what you need to do first to get to the end result. So with these problems, there are always going to be 2 parts or 2 steps that you need to do. So make sure you are reading as well as you can and reading to the best of your ability so you know what you are going to be doing and what the problem is asking you. So that is all I have for you. I hope that this helps, and good luck.